Okay, so let's start blending the back of the canvas. As you can see, trying to be a little unique here. Just blending it in here, blending it in. Brush. I'm just gonna use the blending brush right here, just to blend this. As you can see, it's a blending brush here. Yeah, before it gets too dry, and put a little gold leaf in. Okay, it's not easy, but I cut out little pieces of it right here. A little piece of this gold leaf, and then we can move on to our next step. Okay, so while we let this thing dry, what I want to do is work on another step. What I want to do is, we got this acrylic 8x10 panel here. Take this. Let's see how that goes. Drop it in like this. Okay, so let's start with the raw umber color here. Just kind of start this corner, upper right hand corner here. Blending, applying these color right here. Just start with cashew color here. What I'm going for is a little bit of a more of a neutral kind of look to it. Yeah, there you go. And here is a little bit of titanium white color here. Just kind of balancing these things out a little bit. Blending it in right here, blending the whites in right here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more white to all this titanium white here. And a little bit of green here, as you can see, a little bit of green on this corner. Just to, what is it called again? Light olive green. Light olive green is what I'm adding right here. And right here, as you can see here, before paint gets any dry, I'm just gonna use my toothpick kind of thing, and just kind of, I don't know, just kind of adding some stuff in there. So I'm gonna apply not too much detail. I don't want to do too much, but this effect works best. I don't know, emanating, some sort of light emanating from here, and you'll see why a little bit later why I want to do that. Create that effect right now. I always try to clean our blending brush and other brushes as much as. So there's a little magnets here, and that's it'll kind of snap into place right here like that. And I'll show you more about it as we approach this. And I'll be painting these to kind of match this color theme right here. So, all right. So this is the insulation form here, and this will play. I'll show you as we go along, but this will be more of a three-dimensional representation of this lower right corner, this right here. Very carefully, of course. All right, so these are little hills with a little steps, little staircase. Right now, I'm gonna add a little door right here that I'm gonna have to walk through, or we're gonna have to walk through. And these are some brass wood that I have leftover stuff that I still have. I'm gonna use a little doorway. All right, so I'm gonna use a little glue here. And see if it will attach itself. This first time I'm trying this, so here we are. Here's the pathway or staircase right here that we have to walk up to this hill. And here's this mysterious doorway, symbolic of a sense of opportunity, or just the unknown. You know, symbolic of just the unknown situation that we just have to experience and have the courage to go through. And that's what this piece of the art represents. And let's move on. And paint the first layer like a rock. That's what I'm trying to convey. I don't know, I just kind of painted it white, and I want to add some accent to this staircase right here. And we're gonna let it dry. I'm gonna let this one dry. I'm kind of impatient. It's still wet, but I'm getting a little bit impatient. So I'm just gonna glue this in right here. I used to use a crazy glue, which is not recommended on a surface of insulation foam like this. Learn my lesson from previous failures. So just let's put this right here like this. Place it in place. Okay, so let's use a little pellet action here, pellet knife action. What we want to do here is I want to just draw a little mountain here, mountain suggestion of a hill. This is our final destination here that I want to suggest in this painting. Bridge. That's what I want. With the tip of this pellet knife, I want to suggest that there's a little bridge right there. Alright, so here I'm just going to add a little more black and brown to this on the tip of this pellet knife. I know Bob Ross does excellent, much more better job than I do, but you know, I just have to do what I can here. Something like that, you know, something like that along those lines. That's good. Okay, here I want to indicate a little foliage with the green right here. There you go. To indicate that this, once you cross the bridge, as you pass this door of unknown and step into this world, hey, oftentimes we're going to find a new opportunity where we never expected, something hopeful and positive, and that kind of takes us to, you know, next step in our journey, you know. And there you go. That's what this symbolic place, at least to me, is what this through this painting I'm trying to convey. Just kind of, you know, loose painting. You know, I used to be really detailed about things like this, but nowadays I'm leaning more towards just kind of making suggestions. That's what I'm trying to do. Making just tiny. And I'm getting really into steps because, well, in my day job, I use a lot of staircases every day, you know, to try to stay healthy, and that's why I like this idea of putting a little staircase right here. And as our viewer, as you reach to the top of this hill, and this is just the symbolic, what I wanted to indicate was with the color, something positive with illuminating, something yellow is kind of good. Yellow is good, yeah, yellow color. This final destination is filled with lights and symbolic of just hope, and you know, there will be a lot of challenging times, of course, but a little bit of orange maybe here, a little bit, yeah, a little bit orange. Again, I don't want to be too detailed here, so I'm just gonna, you know, do that, and then, all right, so this is the frame that I want to try to paint to complement. All right, so here's the final piece I made for you guys. It's not perfect, but and here is the framing with the magnets in the back, and kind of snaps it into place, as you can see. So you can always detach this for cleaning later. But okay, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed painting this piece for you. But and I hope to see you again for another wonderful day of creation. But let's see. There is a little light that I want to show you right here. It's a little light. Switch this on, and it lights up for nighttime viewing. Something a little different, you know. All right, so I'm also adding this LED light here. Stabilizes one of the cables here. There you go, and I'll show you. It's not easy, but a little piece of it right here, like this. Oops. A little white right here, like this. Let it flow, just kind of blending it. All right, so a little bit of gesso around this area right here. Right this way, right here. Little gesso. A little bit here and there you go. That's what I'll do. And here we go. It comes in like this square format. I don't need all of it, so I'm just gonna trim this like this, trim it. Maybe a triangle shape. It's not easy, but a little piece of it right here, like this. Oops. If we continue like that to a wet gesso, that's still, there you go. Nothing is straight in nature, so all the excess, just gonna brush it off. Little gold dust, like that. Yeah. A little bit of dark blue right here. Dark blue. Here, start with this. With dark blue, let's just start doing this from this corner right here, like this. Right here, like that. There you go. Mixture of white, of course. And just kind of see what happens. A little abstract is what we're going for. Right here, kind of blending it. Like that. There you go. Leaving some space for the neutral color to show through later on. Just kind of abstract style is what I'm going for right here. Starting with this bluish and this turquoise. And if you do not want the color to dry too much, get a little spray thing right here with water. A little white right here, like this. Let it flow, just kind of blending it. Adding some details here, like this. Little clouds here. Little clouds. A little bit more white, I think. Is necessary, I think. Coloring over this gold foiling right here. And let's transition more in this corner, lower right hand corner with the purplish here, purplish. As you can see, just see, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Circular motion right here. There you go. There you go. That's kind of, yeah. And as I'm doing this, I'm learning that maybe I shouldn't do it too wet. Not to put too much water is important to letting it a little bit drier. Okay. And let's see, leaving some areas right here for the framing. Beige neutral color mixture of you know, painting and talking is kind of hard to do, but do my best here. But let's do this. And getting a clean towel to always, let's get rid of all the excess here, so it doesn't the paint, overall paint doesn't get too muddy and looks kind of dirty. So with the dry brush, I'm not using any water right now. I'm just kind of got to show you my palette as I go do this. Yeah, here you go. There you go. Adding some highlights here. There you go. Some highlights right here like this. Or just suggesting. Okay, in this corner, let's try a little bit of yellow and orange. My palette knife here, and see how it goes. Let me see here, palette knife, so you guys can see. There. There. Let's try to blend these things in with a little bit of white here, blending it. See just adding a highlight here, adding some dimensions so it kind of looks like a cloud. A little bit, an abstract yellow, maybe reflecting off of a sunset, maybe, something like that. Keeping it simple here. Dark and light blue here. There you go. And let's see what this palette knife can do for us. Just kind of setting the edge a little bit right here, like this. There you go, nothing too crazy, just, there you go. Dab here and there. And I'm just gonna finish it off with some palette knife with white on tip. This tip a little bit. Just to add to the texture kind of effect, if you will. Okay, so here's what I have for you, a final piece. It's not completely dry yet, but hope you guys enjoyed this piece as much as I enjoyed creating this piece for you, and I hope to see you again for another beautiful day of creation. Okay, I'll try to attach this LED light here like this, and all around this frame right here, using a glue gun here like this. Okay, I'm just using a hot glue gun all around this little crevice that I found. All right, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see this amber LED light. I don't know if you can see these lights shining through when you're hanging on a wall. Adds a little extra something, a little highlight. Here we are. Here's a finished piece for you. Voila. But wait, there's one more. Ta-da! And let's add some red here. I like some color now. I'm free to add some real full spectrum intense red here to add some life into it, And let's do it here. A little red intensity, because I've pretty much covered all the real estate when it comes to I like the neutral color here, so which I done that, and we want to highlight this. I want to highlight it with some intense red, vibrant right here. Dab here and there. Right, I like that. Yeah, not sure what kind of tree this would be called, but there you go. Sit down, let's there, not too much. Yeah, I think that's good, yeah. Here, let's add some pink to this. Yeah, I like pink. One of my favorite colors here. Some pink. Pink here and there. balanced mixture of red and pink here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, go. Okay, so back to this dark green and a little light green here. Let's finish things up. For the, you gotta have a ground, right? The ground that this wonderful tree, beautiful tree is standing from. Just kind of, yeah, let's see, right here like that. Perhaps we're just making a little suggestion here. That's all we're doing, right? Yeah, that's all we're doing. Doesn't have to be a perfect straight line. No, it does not. There you go. Dab, dab, dab here and there. Just kind of, let people know it's there. That's how it's. And oops, remove my spatula here. Palette knife here. Okay, just kind of generously, but not too much. Just kind of. There you go. I love green, but you have to be very wise in how much you want to use in this composition here. Just my preference, of course. There you go. All right, and you know what? Let's see. The tip of this spatula maybe indicating grass here. Okay. Got the grass here, so here it is, springing out. Life is all about growth, right? It's growing down here. There you go. Nothing too crazy, that's to balance overall. You can also use, back to our favorite toothpick. Toothpick action if you like, when it's still wet. Just to, and you see how this neutral color underneath kind of shows through when you do that, right? Yeah. Here's a little bit of a wet paper wet wiping thing here that I got from Costco. What is this thing called again? That's right. Sorry. Flushable wipe is what this thing is called. Just kind of. I think I put a little bit too much detail on the grass area, but you guys get the point here. All right. Just don't make the mistakes that I'm making here. There you go. Here we are. Here's a finished piece for you. Voila. Yeah, it took I don't know, a couple hours, 2-3 hours. Well, you have to count the amount of time I kind of waited letting it dry, but hey, I hope you like this piece. Hope you were able to forget about your trouble while I was creating this piece for you. But wait, there's one more. Ta-da! This LED light. So if you want to stick around, I'll show you how I made this as a bonus. But here you go. It's a little light action, lighting up a little fire in the distance, or maybe it's a little sunrise or sunset, depending on how you interpret it. But all right, so I hope you guys liked this piece as much as I enjoyed painting it for you, and I hope to see you again for another wonderful day of creation. Bye for now. All right, so this is the back of canvas here. Just kind of against this light, trying to place these LED lights. All right, so here's the glue gun here, hot glue gun. See? I don't know if you can see this, but see that little distance between the LED light? and this canvas like that, so it diffuses it, you know. Hot glue, and then we put it on this side right here. Some water here, and let's get started here. Purple, and right here too. Just basically oval frame right here, this. And this little beige action right here. In case you're wondering about this color, well, watch to the end to find out what these colors are for and how they're made. Alright, using a charcoal here, I'm just basically gonna sketch out using reference photo jellyfish here. Jellyfish. Maybe a transitional turtle right here. Turtle here. Adolescent maybe. It's a little bit of white here. Get this thing started here, a little white. And a little bit of ultramarine blue. Ultramarine blue. And let's see, just eyeballing a little bit, or eyeballing. Don't need to be perfect, just painting a little fast. Right. Alright, so this is a little bit of a ultramarine blue, black, and some white. And just kind of a little bit more detail here, I guess. But not too much detail. Something like that, yeah, right? Yeah. And ultramarine blue again. Okay, let's do that. For this adolescent turtle, boy, 1 out of what is it? Less than 1 or 2 out of 100 eggs that survive, that make it into the ocean, you know, and even fraction of that gets to survive into adolescent stage. I'm sure. I don't know what the exact number was, but let's celebrate this brave sea turtle here as it swims along. But that's enough. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. All right, so we can't forget about jellyfish, sea turtle's favorite food. One of their favorite food here. Violet colors are what I'm using. Why? Because well, it kind of complements this yellow right here area. So that's what we'll do and see what happens. All right, so I want to paint some more of these tentacles coming out of it. So I modified this brush. I cut the bristles to fit what I need to do here. Just mixing these violet with white. As you can see, more watery, a little bit more watery here is what I'm going for right here. I'm not sure if you can see this, but yeah, there you go, something like that. And then let's see what happens. Yeah, a little bit of crevices, as creases, right? As it floats. It's amazing they don't have a brain. My son tells me. All right, look what we have here. She has finally made it to adulthood. It's the adult version of our sea turtle friend here. Let me see. And you know what? I'm just gonna dark umber is what this one is called, and dark brown or green right here, and just overall. Let me see. Let's work on the shell portion right here. Shell, outer shell. This. Little highlights here and there to indicate some movement, I guess. Movement. Alright, some movements here. Some brush strokes here. Okay, like that. Gliding through. And light source here. A fantasy light source. What do you say? Here we are. All right, so here is the final piece that I made for you today, and as you can see, a baby sea turtle hatching here, and makes its way against all odds and going into an adolescent sea turtle with the jellyfish right here. This is food, and beats all the odds, grow into this beautiful sea turtle, as you can see here. And I hope you like this piece as much as I enjoyed painting them for you, and I hope to see you again for another beautiful day of creation. Bye for now. All right, so we'll use this. All right, so I'm gonna be pre-installing these LED lights. Hot wax glue gun here.